Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talks. Oh, the Yankees finally won. Thank God, man. They are in some slump. Luckily, they got off to such an incredible start. Everyone was talking about it like, hey, this is going to be the greatest year ever in New York Yankee history. You know, that incredible start. And they were on pace to win like 120 games, something crazy. And they went into a tailspin right before the All-Star break, and they've been slumping, but finally they beat the Red Sox 3-2. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the FBI documents now, the raid on Mar-a-Lago. So the story has changed. First, like Trump was saying, and his PR people, hey, there's nothing to find. And then, oh, wait a minute, the FBI planted it. Now, the newest thing was, hey, it was declassified documents like the nuclear codes and all this. I'm the president, chief executive. I could declassify these documents. You know what's so despicable is the media too, like Fox News supporting this asshole. Like, let me just play this clip from the Young Turks. This sums it up perfectly. And they explain in detail how you just can't declassify certain things.
So you need to know the truth. Active misinformation, even after it's been fact-checked, including about declassification. Because while the goalposts have moved many times this week with regards to Donald Trump, that there's nothing there, or if there is, it was planted, or if there was, maybe it wasn't planted, but it's probably not serious, or if it was serious, don't worry about it, because he can do whatever he wants, he can declassify it. Not so fast there. So some have been arguing that he could declassify any of those documents, so there's no case here. But for information to be legally declassified, there must be written documentation that the declassification process was followed. And if that sounds bad, that's just the first layer of how inaccurate their claim has been, because that's for the sort of declassification that the president can do under normal circumstances. He can't just wave a wand over the paper. It's a written process. But did you know that there are many documents that the president can't declassify even under that process? So documents pertaining to intelligence sources or nuclear weapons that are classified under U.S. statutes, that's how they're classified, not the executive order that governs most classified information in the U.S., which bears on the president's power. They're separate tracks. And so he could not declassify these things, even if he followed the normal process, which he very much did not. And so bear that in mind as you continue to hear all day from Fox News that this is a nothing burger because he can just declassify it. Even if he could, they'd never accept a Democrat doing that, obviously, but he also can't. I also just want to throw out one more thing for you guys to respond to. There were documents that were taken by the FBI related to the pardoning of Roger Stone. Amongst all of this stuff, I just find that so fascinating that he kept stuff about national security, nuclear stuff, Roger Stone, and a little bit about President Macron, oddly enough.
You never know.
If I was President Macron, I'd be worried about that file.
Yeah.
Okay, so first let's go through the lies. This is my favorite part. First they said, there's nothing to find there. This is a ridiculous witch hunt. Nothing to find. Then they said, the FBI planted it.
Yeah.
Wait,
if there is something, it's a plan.
Yeah, I thought there was nothing to hide. Okay, well, all right, we're moving on to lie number 2. The FBI planted it. Now, today, Donald Trump blows a hole through that because he's like, let me tell you something, okay? There are documents. There was something to find. And I said earlier that the FBI planted it. But you know what? I secretly declassified it. Wait, did you declassify the documents they planted? He said both things. Mm-hmm. No, guys, right-wingers, I know you're extraordinarily unintelligent, but you have to find a lie and stick with it, okay? Now, I know you guys don't care. You could say at the same time January 6th was Antifa and the greatest patriots in the world who are political prisoners who should be released, and tourists. All at the same, I know that you are able to keep all these thoughts in your head at the same time. It's kind of a gift, okay? The rest of us are burdened with having to deal with truth. Okay, so, but in this case, just as a helpful hint, you might want to stick with just one lie. Okay, I know it's never going to happen. Why? Because their dear leader is an idiot. If I was facing the Espionage Act, I wouldn't just go out on True Social and be like, oh, you know what? I think they planted it. Oh, yeah, no, they do exist. And I had them, and I secretly declassified them. Oh, God damn it. You need paperwork? I didn't know you needed paperwork. We're back to they planted it. Okay. I mean, and this is the guy they think is their leader.
Genius.
And guys, I said a long time ago, and I got this, kind of wrong, or you could say completely wrong because I paid a bet off. But I said at some point that Trump, while being president, was just going to run away, right? And it was crazy, and it didn't happen. It said, but why did I say that? Because he is so monumentally crooked and so monumentally incompetent.
Too funny. Cenk Uygur is so fucking right on the mark there. He's hilarious too. I love that guy. All right. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here at Tabor Talk.